So you had a dream about a previous lover or partner and you're wondering, does this mean that they're thinking about me, or does this mean that they want me back? Let's talk about that. My name is Aaron. I'm a certified metaphysical life coach and I teach dream work and lucid dreaming for self-care and personal development. Dreams are more about you than they are about someone else. They reveal the inner workings of your mind and the unconscious workings of your psyche. Consider that important relationships or meaningful relationships often leave an imprint on the mind, especially if they were a relationship that you dealt with this person for a very long time, or maybe they were the first type or the first person you had a certain experience with. Now, this could be a very good relationship, a very bad relationship, a very toxic relationship. The characteristics of that relationship really depend on you. So don't think that it always means something absolutely negative. Since these may be unconscious representations, in the dream, the mind uses images of people to represent emotions or a certain collection of emotions. Even if that person is no longer in your life, they may still pop up in your dreams whenever you re-experience a certain situation in your waking life. It's kind of like your mind or your brain saying, I feel like I'm back in this situation. So consider this. Pay attention to when you have met someone new. Maybe you have just entered into a relationship, or maybe you haven't even gotten that far yet. Maybe you're just in the get to knowing each other part of the process. And then you start having dreams about a previous lover, an ex, a previous partner. It could be your mind pointing out that unconsciously you're seeing similarities between these two people, or that you're seeing similarities between the two relationships or the dynamics of those relationships. Your unconscious mind could really be warning you, I see similarities related to so-and-so. If you find that those are negative similarities, it can be a warning. But if you find that those are positive similarities, then it's showing you that those are characteristics that you may like or want to nurture in that relationship, or that this is a good sign of wanting to move forward. If that person was particularly good to you, maybe you enjoyed the relationship as long as you could, the dream could also be showing you that there is similarities in this relationship style, or even the personality characteristics of these two individuals. Here is a journaling activity that you can use to really dissect what a dream is showing you if you start dreaming about a previous ex, a lover, a partner. I would suggest taking one sheet of paper, writing the person's name at the top, and dividing it into 4 different quadrants. The first quadrant on the left-hand side is going to be for emotions and personality characteristics. And the quadrant on the right-hand side is going to be for desires and fears. So think about it just like a graph. You're going to put a plus for positive at the top and a minus for negative at the bottom. And then you have your 4 quadrants. So in the upper left quadrant, you're going to think about positive emotions or characteristics that you associate with this person. In the lower quadrant, you're going to think about negative emotions or characteristics that you associate with this person. In the column for fears and desires at the top, we have the positives. So think about what desires you wanted in this relationship. What are the things that you wanted from this relationship, or the things that you wanted from this person? And in the bottom, think about fears, the fears that you experienced in this relationship, or the fears that you experienced related to this person. Now, once you have this all filled out, you're going to notice that there are a mixture of emotions and characteristics and desires and fears, but it's going to give you a list of associations. So now what you're going to do is you're going to compare what's on that list to what you're experiencing in your current waking state, or in your current relationship or situationship or getting to know ship with this other individual, and you're going to see what pops out to you. If you've enjoyed this content and this information, then you should know that this video is a part of my 2023 series on dream work and lucid dreaming for self-care and personal development. It includes tutorials just like this one, guided practices, and live workshops. If you want to dive deeper, I would suggest grabbing my Dream Work and Lucid Dreaming for Self-Care and Personal Development workbook bundle. I'll include the link to that in the description box below. It comes with 2 workbooks. The first one is called Intro to Dream Work and Lucid Dreaming. It gives you everything that you need for the foundations of your personal dream work practice. It shows you how to go from remembering 0 dreams to multiple dreams a night, how to become lucid in your dreams. It contains a few different types of tutorials on dream interpretation and so much more. It also has links to additional resources like guided meditations and scientific studies, everything that you need. The second workbook is for personal development. It shows you how to use your dreams for many purposes, how to ask questions to your dreams, how to receive answers from your dreams, how to incubate or influence your dreams. It also has a technique called active imagination. It has information on liminal dreaming and hypnagogic dreaming and so much more. Once again, I'll include links to all of those resources in the description box below. And while you're down there, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you don't miss any future videos. And in the meantime, here are 2 more videos that YouTube thinks that you would enjoy.